John DeLacio, I am excited, delighted, and infused. God, well, you get that annoying thing, man. Watch out.
It's like hit two
I am not confused. I am infused. This is Tony. God setting him free. Over here is a little rocker that somebody donated to the ministry. I was sitting here rocking, minding my own business, sending you texts, actually. Make sure you watch the texts that I send you and the videos. Are they life-changing?
Very, very life-changing.
Okay.
God, oh, my goodness. Very
Okay, hang on. All right, we're loading a truck with boxes. You'll see some of the boxes here and some other boxes there, and some boxes are already on the truck. And Kathy came out, and you see Kathy there. She is a very interesting person. We love you, Kathy. And she's engaged to Jaime here. They broke the record. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, they broke the record. So far, 12 years pre-marriage counseling.
Wow.
Yeah. And when they get married, I'm going to give myself a trophy. Yeah. Yeah. When I first started marriage counseling them for pre-marriage, I had a full head of wavy hair. And Jaime came into my life, and last time I saw it, my hair was waving me goodbye. But here we are. When I get to heaven, I don't worry about that, because you know what?
Wow.
I believe in the hereafter.
The hereafter? Oh, so
You believe in the hereafter, right? Actually, Tony's mother was a pastor. She's in heaven now, right?
Yes, she's probably shaking
She was
her
a
head.
pastor. All right. But he was headed for disaster. And you almost felt like you were out. This is all rhyming, and you were out to pasture.
Yeah, he did that pretty good.
And Tony came into our life, and Kathy told me he has a testimony. Wait a minute, we can't let this go. You know, I'm looking around here, and I see all my stuff over here. I see stuff here that looks very familiar, man. And I hate to look in your room. Okay. All right. So tell me this testimony.
Okay. Well, first off, I was going through a struggle. And,
Can you say that again?
I was going through a struggle, and while I was going through the struggle, I was helping you guys pack up and stuff, and at the same time...
Tony, show me your muscle.
Oh, this
We had a lot of donations. There you go.
This is Flab.
You're still singing. This is not an audition for... This is not an audition. He's still...
I'm trying to work on it.
He's single, and by the way, he is a DJ, right?
Yes, I am.
And you play at weddings?
I play weddings, bar mitzvahs, parties. I also have business cards. Oh, my goodness. I have one right
Joe, anybody in the Florida area, you're going to pull out a card here? This is an audition, I guess. Judge Judy would not be happy with you right now. But we'll show a little close-up of this. If you want somebody to come to entertain and bless your people at your event, wedding, or whatever, call Tony.
Thank you.
All right?
That was a
But
good
let's
one.
hear your testimony, and we'll show this again.
I was starting off in the struggle. I was making sure I could go and, just work and stuff like that. And while I was going on in the mix, I was talking to the pastor. Now, I was paying some money. I was contributing, and I was actually, we actually worked on the truck.
Let me hear this right. You were tipping God.
Yes, I was, yeah.
How were your tips doing at the time?
The tips wasn't doing good.
All right, go ahead.
I talked to Pastor John, and I'm like, sir, is it okay if I tithe and even work? And he said, that's good, but, God knows your heart. Are you paying your tithes and offering? And I said, well, not really. Money was slim. Everything was going down. I'm struggling. I'm literally struggling. And I asked him, I'm like, for advice. And he ministered to me. He said, you know what? It's in the book. You have, you're supposed to pay your tithes and you're supposed to pay your offering. So what you said in the Revelations, I could probably remember it, but you said
The tithe protects what you have.
Yes.
The offering brings the increase.
Right.
The
right.
tithe opens the window. The offering determines what goes down through the window.
Right.
The tithe protects what you have. The offering's what brings the increase. So he said to me, well, sometimes I give offering. I give a offering. I said, well, you're giving nothing.
Right.
He didn't like that. I said, you're not giving anything. I said, because an offering is what you give God above the tithe. You're only giving God what belongs to him anyway. So what are the results?
Well, it was exactly like you said. It's basically you're planting the seed when you're paying your tithes. And when you do the offering, it's like the soil of the seed. And when that wound up being the ground of the seed, it's like it grows and flourishes. So right after that, I was in a situation that I'm like, you know what? I barely had nothing. I knew my bank account was like under $100 or something like that. But I still paid my tithe. I'm like, you know, I'm not going to worry about it.
There you
This
go.
is when faith started kicking in. Just like that. If
What
people
happened?
Faith started kicking in.
Now, that's very important, because if you're praying for God for finances and you're robbing him at the same time, if he can't trust you with the little, how's he going to trust you with more?
It came down to that point that I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. I know God's going to take care of it. That's when the faith kick in. People be like, oh my goodness. And I was like to nothing. The bank account was, you know, hitting me. I'm looking like, you know what? I'm going to pay it anyway. Not only I paid my tithes, I paid my offering and had faith of it and didn't worry about it. I prayed about it. I didn't worry about it.
Now, let me interrupt, and I think I should. But when you do that, it activates your faith. Right?
Yes, it does.
It activates your faith that it's trusting God.
Yes. So I'm like, I'm not going to worry about it. Then I got a phone call. And when I had that phone call, one of my friends said, hey, check this out. My wife is in the hospital. Would you pray for her? I'm like, yes. I prayed with him on the phone and prayed for her. She had MS. And so she was also a DJ too. Both of them were DJs. She was sick. I literally prayed for him. I'm like, you know what? He woke me up from a sleep, and I just started praying with him. He said,
You do that too with me, you know. He's a DJ, so he has events, and sometimes he's driving home at 1, 2 in the morning. He gets bored.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, and I get a text from him. So it's happening to you now. Okay.
Yeah. So he woke me up and he said, "Can you cover me? She had to DJ, so can you cover me instead? Because she's in the hospital." I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "Okay."
You mean cover you as a DJing for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I drove all the way out there. Not only, well, of course, I had a ticket. We ain't gonna go there, but that's a blessing too. That's taken care of. Anyway, I get out there, and what happened is it was a simple wedding, and they loved it. I set up the equipment. I brought some of my equipment, everything. We get there, and winds up. They loved me so much on that wedding. The wedding was perfect. I got the live feed. You know, it's on my Instagram and stuff like that. But dude tipped me like $400.
Really?
I was like, thanks. Okay, so I put that in the pocket. You know, I just kept on DJing. You know, going on my own zone. You know, finally got back home. I mean, they let me spend the night at their place. Treated me, everything was fine. She finally was out of the hospital. She was doing fine too, and they wind up paying me. Should I say how much?
See this? It's
say how
getting
much?
better and better.
It got better and better. They paid me even more. It was like in the thousands, around at least about 1,100, something like that. I usually don't say how much on it, but yeah, I'm going to say it anyway.
I'm doing the math, you know, as you're talking.
Oh yeah, you noticed you had a big tithe and offering, if you notice. But what happened was, I came home. I'm looking like, oh my God, really? And not only what happens is God wind up. You be at a point that God shows up in the nick of time. He don't show up. He show out.
All right.
So it was more than enough that I had, and I came home like I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm like, really, God? Like,
And this has been happening continually now.
Nonstop. Like people are booking me already. If you need a booking, please give me quick.
Yeah, let me give you a number here. Now, how do you say that?
The vibe, like the Bulls.
The vibe?
The vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a number: 773-457-7231 is on your screen. So if you're looking for somebody to come and minister to you, because he's a minister, right?
I am. Well, God
You-
lead me. God lead me. Yes, God is leading me.
Your mother was a pastor.
Yes, yes.
She's watching this right now. She not only hears what you're saying, she knows what you're thinking. Turn your head this way. You think she'd be cute? Look, would she be proud of your little
I'm not
earring?
saying nothing about
You're
that.
not having. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so
Statement,
cute.
something's
He thinks
my
he's
earring,
Mr.
man.
Clean with the earring there. All right.
He's put me
So
on the spot.
you, God has proved to you that you cannot outgive God.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
And
Have
this
faith,
ministry is good ministry. Is this good ministry?
awesome ministry.
He's asked me from time to time to pray for him, and then sometimes he was sorry he did because I had to tell him the truth. And the
And
truth
that's
is,
the truth. That's one thing this is an awesome pastor because he will tell you bluntly what it is. And some people might get offended, some people might get hurt, but it's the truth. If God uses him as a vessel, then do that. Listen what God is telling you. God is going to tell you the truth. If he puts you in a situation that you can't move, maybe it's a time for you to hear what he have to say. That's my opinion. But I'm living it.
it's a good
I'm living
opinion. By the way, they're not a sponsor, so put that away.
Okay, well, yeah.
All right. We're out of time. This was completely spontaneous. We love you. And it's exciting. You know who's been praying for you?
You have.
Yes, but not only me, the people in the church here.
Oh my God! Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Love you all. Thank you.
And our partners, listen, this is a true story. I saw some things that, I talked to you about some things in private.
Okay.
And I said to them, God is working on Tony. I
Yes.
said, pray for Tony. Manny and Terry been here. They've been blessing
Awesome.
you.
I love them. I love Manny.
Yeah.
He was
And so I
sometimes
said,
ring my neck, but I love him. And Terry's a sweetheart.
I said to the people, God's work, and look at what you're doing. Look at what the letter's done.
And
Amen.
Totally awesome.
All right, we love you. Invite him to come and play at your event.
Yes.
Now, this
yes.
is going all over the place, but
Oh yeah, Fort Myers, Tampa, Daytona, Orlando.
weren't you down
my
Vero
goodness.
too or something?
Uh,
You texted me at
yes,
3 o'clock
yes.
in the morning.
That
I said,
was
"What?"
at Marriott Island.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm over there.
He
It's
gets
like,
so excited, he starts texting me all hours of the night driving home. Now, the videos, listen,
Yes,
they make the ride shorter because you can listen to the video on the way there, and the video keep you up
yes,
on the way back.
yes, on the way to work, I'll be listening to him.
All right, we
Awesome
love you.
scriptures.
Do the same. We're out of time. God bless you. Support the ministry here. The
Please,
address on your
please.
screen, and God will bless you back. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. He is living proof it works.
Yes, it
but you
does.
got to work it. All right, watch the videos, all of them. God bless you. That was good.